Hey there, everybody. Welcome back to another channel. Block. Going to give you guys my regional update to my evilswarm deck. I played at the Tulsa, Oklahoma regions and did fairly well with all things considered. I mean, could have done better. Especially if I didn't lose to dust spots in time. Uh, you know, still playing douchebags, but whatever. That was really my only salty match. Everything else was fine. Also, I have another profile that will probably be uploaded immediately after this by, I don't want to say his name was Arthur, I forgot. One's the Sonic Duck channel. Link to that will be in the description box below of either this or that video. Without further ado, I'm going to jump into this one. And I start out with 3 Calculaon. Everyone knows Calculaon's probably one of the better evilswarms going into mid to late game. Early game, he just kind of sucks because he doesn't do much. He's just another level foe. Then I got 3 Casto. Castro's obviously the best one. He's the double summoner. Then I got Heliotrope. He kind of betrayed me round 8. Because I would have won the game, but I actually opened double Heliotrope and the Rabbit in the same hand. So it was crazy brick. So that kind of sucked. But it happens, you know. Got 2 Mandragora. I still think 2's probably the best number. I don't really feel like I should change it. I think 2's fine. I got it off a few times, but mostly you go first, so it's pretty much almost always a vanilla. A card that may have returned to this deck going to this event, and probably will be in here for a little while longer, is actually Thunderbird. Now Thunderbird I find is really good right now because the domain deck, demise decks. Yeah, playing all the back row. These Thunderbird can bait out back row. He's really good. He can dodge stuff. Dodge mirror forces. Dodge drowning is very important. So that and Pandemic also protects you. So that's one of the reasons I actually bumped Pandemic back up to 2. Still play the 1 Kitos. It's my only main deck out to the domain lock. I still don't like maining MSTs or anything like that, so still find the 1 Kitos is super important. And the last monster is Rabbit. No hand traps. I don't particularly care for the hand traps right now. Yeah, Max C is decent, but I didn't really want to use Max C in the main, so I just didn't. And Vela. We only wanted Vela from Monarch, so I just didn't use it. Then I got, for one of spells, I got Wageki. I made Dark Hole just for the odd chance I did go second against Monarchs. I could just destroy the monsters. Which actually came up as my round 7 match was against Monarchs, and my opponent used summoned Majesty's Fiend. And then I couldn't out it, so I had had the second monster, he went over. He summoned another Majesty's Fiend the following turn, and I ended up dark holing him, getting rid of both Majesty's Fiends, then summoning a Calculaon, and then getting Calculaon off. It was all good. Woda, obviously. 1 Instant Fusion, I still think 1's the best number. I mean, you could bump it to 2, but I would never play Thousand Eyes Restrict. I just don't think it's very good. Super Dynamic. It's good at 2 right now because there's a lot of traps going around with Cosmos using what the hell is it called? Mojo. And then with all the traps creep play. I'm probably shaking the camera a lot. It's weird. 2 unexpected die. We're gonna play 3. I really want but I didn't get the 3rd one until after the event started, but I do have 3, so this is definitely going to 3. I really love this card. Makes Heliotrope even more of a good card. So, then the last is my Mud Pit Kaizo. I say Mud Pit is, if anyone knows me, I am a huge Batman fan, and one of my favorite comics is actually The Dark Knight Returns by Frank Miller. And there was also a movie version, and one of the lines in the movie is, when he's fighting the mutant leader is the mutant leader calls him slow. It tells Batman that he's slow because he's old, you know. And Batman returns the comment with, "Oh, yeah, by the way, they're fighting in a mud pit right now." And he's like, "Yeah, but everyone's slow when they're thigh deep in mud." So, this is the mud pit. Just slows your opponent down to your speed, and you can usually outplay them at that point. Because evilswarms are very resilient, and just kind of works out in the end. Didn't see it a lot, though. Only seeing like 2 games, which is weird. Vanities, because Kibiolok is busted. Macro, Millwall. Millwall is still a very good card. Particularly in the Evil Swarms, like as a tech card, it's kind of cool. Because, you know, having things attack can be useful. I mean, I'll probably take it out for like a quaking. Because I got another quaking essay, but I don't know. I may cut something else for the quaking and just keep this in here. I do like this. It's a very cool card. And the last Cathedral Trap is the Infection. Because Infection's really good. On the like, other one-up power cards, we got Psalm and Trencher. I don't have any strikes, so otherwise I would definitely play like 2 strikes. I'll take out another card that I'm about to get to. So like for Trapos, I got a Bottomless, a Time Space, and 2 Chaos Trapo. Now Chaos Trapo is really good against like meta decks right now. It's really only a dead against Kreese and like Yosenju Demise. So that's like the only thing it's dead against, but realistically it wasn't dead at all day. I mean, I seen it against Monarchs and it like put in a lot of work. But this would be strikes. Like both of these would just be some strikes if I had strikes, because strikes better. Quaking, 3 Mealfos. So I would probably bump, I'm never gonna bump Quaking to 2, and then the 3 Mealfos is really nice. May entertain the idea of changing them out for like blazing, or maybe even put Storming back in, because Storming's also really good. So onto the extra deck. I get Nodin, 2 of Yon. I still think 2 is probably fine for right now. There's not too much high level, like it beats over Cosmos, but you don't really need the 3rd in many games. Like I've never had a scenario where I really need the summon 3. I mean, I have, but you know, not very well, so 2 is fine. Bahamut, Rebellion. Oh, also I don't have Lightning. If I had Utopia Lightning, this would probably be Lightning. And if I had Utopia Lightning, I would have beat the Cosmo player on 8 going into game 2 and 3. Because like I really needed the Lightning, just didn't have one. Let's see. 66. It's good. 101. A Giant Hand comes up. Usually you only make Giant Hand and Rafflesia if you have the Instant Fusion. Usually you don't make them, but they come up like this came up a lot actually yesterday against a lot of different things. Castell's always good. Harlan Draco I summoned in. See, I summoned it against the Melodious, and I summoned it against Dustbots. I summoned it against Pepe. I summoned it against Cosmos. I go into this card a lot actually because I use quite a few face-up spells, so that's actually really good. Direwolf, Dweller. I never made Dweller because I didn't play against a BA. Cowboy, Rafflesia, and then Lapcity. I only won Lapcity twice, so you know, it's worth noting. Wants to bump up the Hotland to 32 to attack for game, and then wants to bump up Ophion to get over a Dark Destroyer. So just kind of, he's decent to have one. On my side deck, I sided 2 Velo, 2 Maxi, the D5, the Dark Hole for when I went second against decks like Pepe and that sort of stuff. 3 Space because I don't like Twin Twister, I don't like discarding cards. 1 Max Restrict. I only have the 1, otherwise I play 2. or even 3. I played 1 Eradicator. In theory, Eradicator was good. Going into the the Monarch match, I could really equip with their spells, and going into the Queen match, I could equip with their traps. So it was good in theory if I could go first and get, if I opened it, I could resolve it and just have significant advantage because I would equip with key resources. But I never went against Kree, so I really didn't test that. 2 Shower Mill for Pepe, and actually just mostly Pepe. I don't know what else outside against other than that. Not Pepe, PK. It's PK. So against PK, yeah. And then just join wall from Cosmo. So anyway, that was the deck list. I will be doing an update to this fairly soon because I'm going to make some adjustments, and I'll also be doing some updates to some other decks and possibly even some new decks that I may work on in the near future. But the next guy, guys, I will be signing.